So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He's dropping deep on this snap. Looking right, and he finds him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now 2 at a throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Colts will take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forced out to his right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Brought in right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa again. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Brooks. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Running this one left. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. Catch made by Mitchell. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. This is ahead for about 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Tua again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Again, it's Tagovailoa. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa to the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Coleman with the grab. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Coleman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing on second and 11. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And things look tougher now with third and long. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at fourth and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He completes it in traffic. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Connection made to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers pushing for points. The Colts setting a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Dump off caught by his back.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. That's complete to Jackson. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Complete to Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Sanders all set to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun here. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Pass play coming here. He beams one deep right side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in. Scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This is Brooks heading left. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Gervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Running once more with Brooks. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running the toss here to Brooks. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Tua out of the pistol. Look at the sideline. That's Coleman. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hands off here for Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the give, it's Brooks. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
First down from the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Brooks goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. On target to Jackson. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 from the 41. He'll look to throw. This is reeled in by Jackson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get to him and touch him down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the gun on third down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up fourth and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The Colts ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. May still have two to work with in this final quarter. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a first and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And on third down, the Colts going with a nickel here. Tunga Bailoa. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Tua now from the gun. He connects downfield on 4. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Tagovailoa on first down. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Tua. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. On the draw, this is Brooks. Jukes one defender. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. To throw here on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Second and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Still sticking with the passing game. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout Indianapolis. That's in seconds. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, one thing I noticed, kid, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterbacks have been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. We'll give to Brooks, running right. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Brooks on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Carolina in punt formation. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere. Almost straight up, struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Now Tua to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home.